I just wanted to come on here because, well, I haven't uploaded anything on YouTube for a while, and I thought, why not? But also because I was just have this question in my head, because I live quite a solitary life. I just wonder how everyone's doing. Like, I was just thinking about it the other day. How is everyone who I've met doing? How are you doing? And I know it's like the simplest question in the world, but to actually stop and ask, it's a different thing than someone going past you and saying hello and how are you. I write a lot every day. When I was 22 years old, I had a dream to become one of the greatest writers. And while I still want to fulfill that dream, I also kind of care less and less about it as the days go on. And I realized the other day, and then I wrote it, that a man must, at some point in his life, accept his happiness. Because I don't think I'm one of the best at anything in the world, but I definitely think that I'm one of the happiest. But of course, that's not celebrated at all. And even before the video, I kind of questioned whether I should even say it or not. But it's a nice idea to consider. Have you ever accepted that you're actually just really happy? And you think about it, and you actually have been happy for a while. And I think that's worth a lot. Just asking that question to yourself. Because the very opposite is celebrated. Like when I call my dad, or my dad, well, actually most of the time it's me calling my dad. When I call my dad, I realized the other day, and I wrote down, I'll just say I realized from now on. I realized that we've only ever talked about really like the little achievements or the milestones, or like, did I get a job? Did my partner get a job? Luna's little achievements of like going to school, not going to school, getting a car, like it's all achievement based, the conversation. And those were the exact conversations when I was a kid in the house. I would hear my dad and his mum. They would be having those conversations too. It was all about achievements. And it's just like, it's the biggest part of our society, our culture. But I just heard a quote from a video I was watching. I love words and quotes, by the way, if you can't tell. I guess a writer has to. The guy said that some things transcend culture. And those are the things that we see the least, and that we celebrate the least. Like, we don't see that we're happy, or we don't celebrate that we're happy. It's always very achievement-based. We live in an achievement-based society, but it's everything that's leading up to the achievement that actually matters. It's the age-old story of the journey, not the destination, I guess. But I think nearly 99% of people have heard that quote, but it's different to hear a quote and then live the quote too. And it's something that I'm getting better at. But then the opposite of that is also true. Like when I call my mum, I tell her more about how I'm feeling. And like, who are the people in your life where you can tell them how you're feeling? I think women are a lot better than this. When I went to the other side of the country at 22 years old to start writing books, I left my job, I left my family, I left friends, everything. And I went to the other side of Australia to write my first book. And I was at a yoga center there. And it was all women, all like beautiful women. And I was pretty much like celibate at the time. I wasn't like doing anything sexual like with myself or with anyone else. And so I could be around girls but actually get like closer to them in ways that I hadn't before. And so, not that every girl I've ever come across I wanted to have sex with, but I think you know what I mean. But what I noticed about women's conversations when I was around them was how much they talk about how they feel. And yeah, it made me think back to some of the days when, I don't know about you, but some of my like strongest emotions were when I was a teenager, like when I was in my party days drinking a bit and stuff. Because I made connections while I was drunk with people, and I thought it was the best thing. You know, when you're having like a deep, well, you think it's deep at the time anyway, a deep conversation with someone while you're drunk, and you're like, this person just gets me, like we should be best friends, like we should go out or whatever it is, because they really get you, and it's because you're having a conversation about how you feel. So feeling is what we lack in our lives, and feeling is what we lack in the world. And Terence McKenna has this great quote that says, if we could feel what we were doing, we would stop. If we could feel what we were doing, we would stop. I think it's a really nice thing it's a really nice few words to ponder. I haven't said the word ponder in a while. And then, yeah, you might be wondering, where is this random dude on YouTube? Well, my name's Jack, by the way, for those of you who are random. And I'm in a beautiful place. As you can see, I'm in Cairns, and Cairns is a city that is a garden, as the quote goes, as the saying goes. As the Uber driver said, I should say. And the older I get, the more I just want to be around gardens and flowers, grass, my girls. So, yeah, I don't know. So I guess I come back to my original question. How are you actually doing? I was thinking the other day, what do I really want to become? Who do I really want to become in my life? And the answer that I came up with was, I just want to be the most beautiful man that I can be. But it was the first time that I've said the word beautiful. Like, I want to be a beautiful man. I don't want to be a successful man or a happy man. Well, of course I want those things too, but ultimately I want to be a beautiful man. And I think my life up until now has been figuring out or living and growing into what that means. So, yeah. Actually, funny thing about this view, I'll tell you now while I've got this recording going, that I was looking at playing like a meditation song before on my computer, and then the picture of the meditation song on YouTube was a picture of like a warrior on a horse going into the mountains across a field. And so it was like this beautiful image, like very Lord of the Rings. And then I looked at the image, and then I just like angled my laptop down, and then it's not the best view from here, but further around you can see it better. And then I should close my laptop, and I realized I'm already here. I'm already in that beautiful place. And yeah, so I think that's all I really have to say. The sun is going down. The light in the leaves is beautiful. There are butterflies flying around. And a few bugs are kind of eating me alive. So you can't have it all, can you? But you can enjoy it all though. Okay, that's a little update on my life if you know me personally, and my life if you don't know me personally. I hope you are enjoying yours. Don't forget to go outside and just take it all in. And yeah, I love you guys.